talent is a requirement to build a business, and given in Canada our ecosystem is relatively young when it comes to medtech, it's actually quite difficult to have access to the right talent, and that becomes even more pronounced as you grow into a commercial company. There's lots of great engineers, lots of great talent on the early stages here in Canada, but as was discussed earlier, there aren't very many big Canadian medical device companies. So I think just outlining the difference between a Canadian medical technology company and a foreign multinational that has a Canadian presence, I think there is a significant discrepancy in the skills that are required to build those businesses. So as a Canadian medtech company, we employ every discipline, from research to development, to quality, to regulatory, to IP, to finance, to operations, to HR. Everything is done in this building. And that is a difficult core competency to build when it doesn't necessarily exist already in the ecosystem. So what our company had to do was get trained from outsiders. I mean, we talked about just the lack of large Canadian medical device companies that are exporting across the world. So we had no choice but to get smarter ourselves by learning from those that are doing it. And those that are doing it, for the most part, are not in Canada. So we had to build our own knowledge by getting consultants from the US and internationally. And we've built a lot of core competency over the years on what it takes to do the research, what it takes to do the product development, and now what it takes to be commercial. And as that core competency is built and as there's more of that talent locally, then of course there's a kind of multiplicative effect where you can share that knowledge with other companies and help them commercialize, help them do product development, help them do regulatory effectively, do quality management effectively. And again, that's why this building was established, because we want to be able to take the knowledge that we've learned over the years and share it with others so they can be successful. They can stay in Canada, grow that core competency themselves, and again, build an ecosystem that, as Simon mentioned earlier, where you go to your local Starbucks or whatever, and somebody in the building or in that coffee shop has built a company before. So you can share that experience, and really, again, that's the purpose of this space, is to have natural collision space where companies and individuals can learn from each other, because it is a unique skill set to commercialize the medical technology. It's different than what it takes to do the research and the development. And it's really the domestic companies that have a whole range of skills. Foreign multinationals that are in Canada take a foreign designed and developed product, they get it approved in Canada, and they sell it in Canada. Our companies do all of the design and development in Canada and sell outside of Canada. So the skill set is almost mutually exclusive. So we need to focus on growing our domestic companies so we can build up that skill set, so we can have more successful commercial medtech companies in Canada.